Thank you so much for joining this channel. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. Today's episode, I'm excited to introduce to you. I have recorded sort of podcast, a talk between me and a good friend of mine, Anthony Williams. We're both producers of indie artists. We're music enthusiasts. And we've had a great conversation that I was able to record talking about music, AI, innovation, and all things production. So I'd like that you would sit back. It's not just for those who are in production, but if you love music in general, I believe you're going to get a lot of good information from this video. So enjoy the show.
Sometimes you can't even get it with
It's too clean.
all of this new, it's new digital stuff.
Too clean, man. But yeah, man, I just appreciate your time. I was going to kind of give you a quick rundown what I'm looking at, man. I just really got inspired to like start a journey of like writing and producing and doing some song stuff. I mean, in the past and stuff we kind of run past each other and done before. Like it was always for either somebody else. But outside of me singing, I'm obviously I pretty much got the singers in line. Like I got a girl from Detroit. She's a Grammy nominated songwriter. She was on my first single, so I'm like, I'm just same formula, you know what I mean? This time I'm just kind of like, I recognize the power of like collaboration with writers, other producers, people who are knowledgeable. So that's why I was like, man, let me reach out, see what you had going on. I'm like so right now for me it's so early in the process. And the difference is, like I said, I'm also chronicling the process and like vlogging it as well. But I'm not really tied to a date. Like it's not like I'm trying to do it in 3 months. I understand. I understand the true art of like really letting stuff simmer and just hashing it out, almost like a sculpture, like just banging on the sculpture until you really see the product. So I'm gonna take my time for
keeping it organic and like just kind of letting it happen rather than trying to make it happen.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. I mean, first I was like, I'm gonna do a single, but like I've been probably the past 2 or 3 days just been locking myself in, just coming up with ideas. And I know you had mentioned, the stuff they got out with AI. I mean, it's so crazy now. With Suno. And you weren't the first person, like you saying that, like I've heard that twice in like 2 weeks now. So that definitely piqued my interest. I definitely see that as a crazy resource. But for me, like this is just where I am. Like I'm in the process of like doing a project, maybe 1 to 3 songs. I don't know. Like it's definitely gonna be heavily, I would say like heavily R&B style, but like, the lyrics I'm sort of, if they're like motivational or I mean it's not gonna be like heavy love stuff. But if we do go there, it is what it is. But like I'm just kind of letting the music tell me what it is. Really quickly, I want to interrupt this just to tell you I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. I've got a lot of great things happening at Anvil Music and Media, and to be honest, I've been on a break for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm doing some transitional things. I'm inserting some of my music production, as many of you see in the background. That's where we are. We're at my studio, and I'd like to have you a part of this journey. That way we can get to know each other. You can learn some of the things that I have going on here in the studio, and as well as any other questions or comments that you have, subscribe today. Not that subscribing is, the greatest thing, or if you just want to hang out and catch me whenever the algorithm sort of shows you the video, that's fine as well. But back to the video.
I mean, I think you just sort of have to do what, you know what I mean? Like what is relevant to you, you know what I mean? Like when my nephew was trying to do some music and stuff like that, like he was fairly young, whatever, but like he tried to mimic like what was on the radio most of the time.
Right.
And like I had a conversation with him. I was like, nah, man, just like do stuff that you like. You know what I mean? Like do stuff that you like because at the end of the day, like if it takes off or whatever, like now I have to sing that song 400 times a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's like so like you got to think about it like in totality. Like I got like so I'm gonna do 80 dates of singing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like hour and a half, 2 hour sets of this music that like if I don't like it, like that can get real difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah.
So, you know, and then the other side of that too is like, yeah, don't try to chase like what's on the radio or popular right now is because it's like most of the time like you gotta do what you like and like it's people need to catch up to you, not not you chasing what's popular or what's
Right.
hot right now.
Right. Right. Nah, that is actually right in line. Um, I was watching I was watching a clip from Rick Rubin. He was saying that exact thing. So like you just sort of confirming that. He was like he was like, I don't really care what people think. I put out what I like and what speaks to me,
Yeah,
what inspires me. He says he says because if I chase the radio or what's out, he was like, that's called commerce. And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
you just trading goods for services. You know, it's like you just out there being the next carbon copy. So nah,
yeah, and
that's
you're at the mercy of whatever is hot. So like you can't even you're not really creating anymore. Like you're just regurgitating like what's you know what I mean. Like you don't have there's no substance to it.
right, right. Yeah, 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 absolutely. So yeah, but yeah, to that man. I mean, so you I know you ain't never. Of course, we don't never get rid of our stuff or whatever. You still like geared up. I mean, obviously, all you really need
I
nowadays.
got stuff. Yeah, I got stuff. I don't have as much stuff as I used to, but I got stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I you know, like I probably because I talked to Steve recently too, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to do like now." Steve,
Is that your cousin?
Steve, huh?
Is that your cousin or why I hear that? Why I know that name?
Steve, he goes by Dewan.
Why? Okay, so that's not your
Remember?
nephew. That's not your nephew.
No, 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 that's my cousin.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about your.
Now I have a nephew. He does stuff too, but
Okay.
like
Yeah.
no, Steve, you know, because Steve's right there in Chester, Chester.
Yeah. Dewan. Yeah. So yeah, that's who I thought you were talking about. But yeah, Dewan. Yeah, his stuff is
No,
crazy.
I had a nephew. He used to live in New Jersey, and it's my oldest brother's son, and he did a movie. He did a movie, and he was like trying to do some music and stuff like that. And then
Okay.
uh, this is a while ago.
Right.
So yeah, but like yeah, I just talked to Steve recently, not like a week ago, and he's kind of saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, man, I want to do a project. Cause did you hear the Waves project that he put
That
out?
that he released. No, I'm gonna go back and definitely because I'm definitely opening my ears up. I haven't been listening to a lot, but the past 2 weeks I've gotten back into it. So it's Dewan, right? D
Yeah,
W.
DEWON Ways.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm gonna go
project,
check
the
it out.
last project.
Okay. Were you up
Yeah.
there or you just
Say what now?
I said no, I didn't listen to it. What was up with it?
Heavy R&B. It was heavy R&B. It was nice, you know. But he was just saying last week. He's like, yeah. And I want to say it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago
Okay.
that he put it out. Um, but he's like, yeah, I need to do something else. I mean, he got married, had a kid, whatever. So he's kind of, doing life.
Right.
Uh, so he was like, yeah, I need to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, like,
What's your
what's
sort of
up?
what's your sort of advice to that, man? Like I know coming from like what you I mean sort of done in the past and like, those like these first steps. I know you were saying like, definitely focus on being unique to who you are and just let it flow. Um I always listen to music to get inspiration. I feel
Hmm.
like I'm good at not crossing the threshold of making my art sound like somebody else's, even though I've done that before.
Right.
I've done that before. But the inspiration part
Right.
definitely, your ears get bigger. Like it opens you up.
Yeah. 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 Um, like when I was in Jersey, dude, I used to play. I was in a band, right? Like I was in a cover band with my brother,
Yeah.
and I met a guy. His name's Edgardo Centron. And so he was a percussion player, right? Like, so I ended up I ended up like taking over his spot when he left the band because he has a band and like they were doing tour, like they were doing like international dates and stuff like that. So he has a traditional salsa band, right?
Okay.
So, and trying to make a long story short, like I ended up like subbing for a guy or his brother in his band, and so I learned how to play like traditional salsa, like like Puerto Rican,
Right.
Cuban, Colombian,
Yeah, that
son, like,
rhythm and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So um there was a guy that he was in a band. I don't remember his name either, but we used to call him Papa Buddha because he looked like Santa Claus. He's a big Puerto Rican guy, white beard. He
Yeah.
looked like, so we call him Papa Buddha
Okay.
because he looked like Buddha. He's like big belly and stuff like
Okay.
Buddha.
Yeah.
So doing a show, we did a show in Tropicana, Atlantic City, Latin show, totally Latin show. So around New Year's, they had just built this new Latin Quarter deal mall. Like, and they had upgraded the hotel.
Yeah.
So they brought Cheeto Puente Jr. in the quarter in the mall part for New Year's.
Mhm.
So we did our show, and then everybody went over into the quarter. They hanging out for New Year's to bring in the New Year and stuff like that. So they had this young dude playing congas
Mhm.
and talking to Papo, and I was like, "Yeah, man, like, man, I wish I could play like that." And he was like, "No, you don't." I was like, "No, no, that dude is nice, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, I wish I could play like that." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "It's impossible for you to play like him." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, "Well, he grew up in Puerto Rico. The only thing he's ever listened to is salsa, whatever, blah blah." He's like, "So I would charge you to start thinking about like you want to play like you." He's like, "Because you grew up in the Midwest, you grew up on Parliament, Funkadelic, and all of this R&B stuff, and then you grew up in a predominantly white town, so you got all of these rock. So even if you tried to copy whatever he was doing, it's not going to sound like what the way he's playing because it comes from a totally different place.
Yeah.
And you can't get rid of you in any performance or whatever like that. So like you're saying and listening to other stuff, like yeah, like it's even when you try to copy it, it's almost impossible for you to copy what someone else is doing because you don't have the same experience.
Right.
It's coming from this individual. So
Yeah.
like whether it's timing or phrasing or whatever it is, something about you is going to come out in
Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
even trying to copy
Right.
what somebody else is doing.
Yeah. And it's even worse when you're copying a carbon copy because a lot of people out here, let's just be honest, the majority of the stuff is copy.
Right,
If you trace it back, there was an original person who actually started that movement or that, you know what I mean,
right,
that thing. So everybody is
right.
out being copycats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like when it's not genuine, it's not genuine.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah. That's
but
that's
yeah,
great. Yeah, that's great advice, man. That's great. That's yeah, that's great. Man, a great advice. But yeah, so I'm just on that on this. I do also, man, for me, like another part of this journey for me has been the transparency of what I'm good at versus what I know that I may need to delegate or bring somebody in to be like, yo, what is like you said, what are your ears saying on this since I'm doing this now calypso beat or this Latin style thing and I'm not Latin by any
you're
stretch.
right, right, exactly, right. Like you know what the perfect example of that is?
Who was that?
Spanish joint, D'Angelo.
Oh, bro. This D'Angelo is what started this whole thing. I don't know where this
Yeah,
came from me with that, but when he passed away, like some in me just was like, yo, you need to jump back into it. And then not only
yeah,
that, you need to mimic, you need to follow that blueprint of the simple, the piano, guitar, drums, bass type stuff. Not that I would necessarily do that, but like to keep that to have that same mentality of like that
it's
timeless stuff.
space.
But I'm glad you said
It's
that.
space.
Yeah, but continue on the Spanish joint. Yeah, but that's funny.
Yeah, and I mean it's called the Spanish joint, and he wrote it about a Spanish woman, and there's a whole bunch of traditional salsa, songo elements in it, but it's funk.
It's church.
Yeah, it's funk. It's Pentecostal. It's all the things that's him.
Him.
It's all of that, but it has all of these like Mozambique elements to it. It has salsa elements to it. It has all of that stuff, but if you strip away all the window dressing, it's a funk tune. It's a gospel tune.
Yep. And you can tell by the drums, right? Just let the drum
Right.
play.
Right. And again, it goes back to you can't get away from you.
Nope.
You can't get away from you. Like that's like I used to have a conversation with my other brother sometimes. Like he's been married like 3 times, divorced and married like 3 times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. He's like, oh man, these women out here, they this, that, da. I'm like, yeah.
It's you.
And he's like, what? Yeah, yeah, but like you met your first wife in New Jersey, you met your second wife in Chicago, you met your third wife in Georgia, right? You
Yeah.
lived in Florida, you lived in Indiana, you lived in California, you even spent some time in North Dakota. So you've been almost covered the whole entire United States, and you're saying that the 3 people that you end up with are crazy.
Wow. That's practical. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've been uh, coast to coast, and the 3 people that you end up with are certifiably crazy.
People do it all the
And
time, man.
I was like, so Yeah, so what's the common denominator in all of them places, all of those people? What's the common denominator?
Right.
It's you.
Yeah.
You
Straight.
know what I mean? So
Right.
like what's the odds? What's the odds of you meeting the same type of woman in four different places,
Nah.
three different regions,
Nah.
when there's what is it? There's 7.5 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
And you got the three.
That's the crazy. Yeah.
Like you got the three, the only three.
They don't want, he didn't want to hear that.
Right. So it's like yeah, like it's like in playing ball and stuff like that. Coach used to say all the time, control what you can control. And the only thing you can control is your attitude, your effort.
Yeah. And that's even when you get outside, feedback or forces, like no matter what happens to you, that's still within your control.
Yeah, yeah. And it's gonna like whatever you take in, it's gonna come out with you in it.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 That's it. That's definitely it, man. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, um, I know we sort of like have done like light stuff in the past. Even the song that Dewan did that I wrote and he like
Yeah,
killed,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was just like, yeah, man. Just these little glimmers of like, oh man, this is if I really actually put some time and concerted effort into this, I
Hmm.
can I can do I can definitely take the experience that I've gathered over the years because when you're starting doing music for the first time or whatever you're doing into it, like you're doing it for love and you don't really know, you don't really have a you don't have a plan, which is good. You're sort of naive.
Yeah,
You're not efficient, right? When it comes down to it, you're just not as
yeah.
efficient as if it takes you 3 months to do one song. Like all the things that the guys and people that are doing it right now, they shorten that process, shrink that
Hmm.
process by 30 to 40%. Now
Yeah.
I feel like I have a sense of okay, now I know how to be a little bit more efficient with my sessions, whether it's writing or production or whatever. Um,
Hmm.
Learning how to pivot, even knowing that there's no such thing as writer's block. You know what I mean? Like I know it's cliche to say writer's block, and it's probably cliche now to say that there's no such thing as writer's block, but it's just nah, you're not inspired because you're not finding things interesting anymore. You're not actually going out and becoming more interested. So
Yeah.
what you end up with is writer's block, which is not real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I was going to say, like, now that's where I think, because somebody asked me, he's like, do you think Suno, like that AI stuff, does it help or does it hurt?
that's the question, man. That is I,
and and I'm saying like I wouldn't consider myself a professional. Like you know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like it's more like a hobby or it's more like a hobby for me. You know what I mean? And it's
I mean, yeah, no,
like
absolutely.
can I do it? Yeah, but can I do it at the level that some of the people that I've come in contact with do it? No, I don't think so.
Right, right.
But what for me, what Suno does is it sort of gives me a level up as far as like because I don't play keys. Like I'm not a piano player.
And I'm
I
not a
don't play.
singer.
I'm a drum.
Yeah,
Right.
I think.
Right. And I'm not a singer or whatever. Like I can like rhythmically
Mhm.
I can handle myself very well. Right. But
Right.
now you start throwing lyrics and melodies and stuff in there, like now, yeah, like okay, I'm gonna let somebody else handle it. So
Right.
What Suno has done for me is like I don't have to wait until I come in contact with somebody who has the skill set or whatever it is that I'm needing at that very moment.
Yeah.
Because like that the track I sent you, right?
Hmm.
I like I made that beat I don't know how long ago.
Really.
It's probably like 6, 7, 8 years old at least.
Hmm.
And so what happened was is a guy I used to do some stuff with,
Yeah.
lives in New York, kind of hit me out of the blue, and he was like, "Hey, I got this." I started writing to this track he sent me,
Yeah.
right? And what he sent me was cool, right? It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I was just like, you know what? Let me throw this in Suno
Oh,
and see what I get.
okay.
So when you upload stuff to Suno, what it does is it gives you an interpretation of the track that you put in because they have to stay away from like copyright. So even if it's an original, like your own stuff, an original beat, like just so they don't get burnt at
Yeah.
any point,
Yeah.
it gives you an interpretation. So like it stays in the keys, it usually stays in BPM and all that kind of stuff, whatever. And then so you can kind of prompt it to say, hey, I want a male vocal, soulful, blah blah blah, neo soul, contemporary R&B,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You can kind of direct it to where
Uh-huh.
you want it to go. And then it'll start taking liberties at to like phrasing, melody and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I usually do. So like I got all of these beats and stuff that I did or I did for people or they decided not to use or whatever, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. So I just started kind of plugging stuff in. So like I was telling you earlier, is that I may go to studio
The upgrade.
because yeah, the upgrade to studio because then I can just flip it right over to studio right there in Suno and like Suno Studio works like a DAW.
Oh, okay.
So, because what I was doing is I'm export like you can stem everything out.
Yeah.
So I stem it out and I take the vocals, the backing vocals, and the ad libs or whatever, and then I just import it into the session that I have for the beat.
That's what I was going to ask. That was going to be my next question. What kind of
Yeah. So
element
then
do you have?
yeah. So I go from Suno to I'm using Luna now and Ableton
Okay.
almost exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. I got Ableton. I heard
Uh,
Lunar is a piece. Lunar
yeah. Yeah.
is pretty good.
So Luna is kind of like Luna's kind of like my console
Okay.
because it has all of that like mixed engine type blah blah blah. So usually I work in Ableton now, and then if I were going to track vocals, which I haven't done in eons, but like if I were going to track vocals, then I would. So Luna's kind of like my Pro Tools now.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but then if I go to mix it or whatever, if I'm going to do like a really solid mix or whatever, then I do it in Luna because it has all that mix engine like console emulation type stuff. So it sounds real analog.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
So that's what I usually do. Like and then like so I'm saying, and I don't know if this is to try to stay away from that cut, but like like you don't get an absolute one. Like when you export
Hmm.
uh stems,
Okay.
you don't get a like so each individual stems, you don't get like an absolute one. So you kind of have to puzzle piece everything back together
Oh. So it's not grid.
in the new DAW.
It's not on the grid,
Say
basically.
what?
It's not a
No, it's not gridded out.
oh,
It's not gridded out.
but it's
But
gridded out in the
if
studio.
you, that's what I, yeah, that's why I'm saying like I think I might go ahead and.
That's that's probably intentional though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I guarantee you it's intentional to try to make sure that you do upgrade to studio.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Still worth it.
in
Still worth
doing a bunch of mixes and like it's I mean it's some work involved, but like I think I got it down
it. Okay.
now to the point where like I like I mean you heard that tune. Like there's a few timing issues, but it's like
Nice.
I'm getting getting pretty decent at like, all right, I'm gonna lock this track in, especially in Ableton. Like, Ableton is like it's kind of meant for that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It
so I go in there, yeah. So I go in there and I lock it in,
okay.
and then so like that's how I kind of been. But like I said, like those vocals were because like he sent me something, and like I said, it was cool, but it was real bare bones and like I don't want to call it remedial, but it was like it definitely had a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah, it wasn't what you were looking for necessarily.
Right, yeah. So then I dropped it into Suno and then like that's what I got back out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then so when I sent it to him, or it may not have been that track exactly, but there was another one. I did the same thing. So
Yeah.
when I sent it to him, he's like, "Oh man, like that's nice or whatever. Like you should just release it like that." I was like, "Nah, it's not. That wasn't the intention. The intention is not to
Yeah.
replace the singer. It's like just this
Inspiration.
is a reference." Yeah, I mean because like the thing about it too is like in the beats that I've been putting in there or the
Yeah.
tracks that I've been putting in there,
Yeah.
based off of what the vocal or what they do vocally, it inspired me to change to add stuff to the beat.
There it is. There it is.
So like because I don't do lyrics like that, I don't do melodies like that, and I don't even play a melodic instrument like that. Then when I get the vocal back and I'm hearing ad libs and I hear this and I hear that, whatever, blah blah, and like the one thing I could never write was a bridge.
Oh, for real. See, I love Brit.
Yeah, and then, like that's what Suno has done for me. Like I can write bridges now. Like I can write bridges now. Like in you know because like my production lane was very hip hop because I'm a drummer, right? Like if
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's bat boom bat boom bat. Like I'm not like I'm I grew up on Public Enemy, like Bomb Squad, that type stuff. Like so, like a lot of times I just hear I don't
sure,
want to call it noise, but like it's loops. It's like loop based,
sure.
and like
Yeah.
so I don't theory. I'm not like I don't really So like I could never write bridges, but like now it's like oh okay because you hear the vocal like you hear the vocal and you hear where it's going and it's like oh
It's giving you a like a landing. It's giving you a roadmap
yeah
so you can paint on.
yeah very much. Yeah, so like I used to have trouble with like bass lines
Yeah.
and
Now,
stuff like that. So now putting it in is like, oh,
yeah, now it's
it
yeah.
makes sense now. Like it makes sense to me. Like I don't want to go there. I want to go here.
Mhm. It's the ultimate collab to me, hearing you saying what you're saying, because just that's really what I'm doing, like, with real people. I mean, obviously I'm gonna add a sense of virtual aspect to it because we got those resources, but that's pretty much what we're saying. Like I'm not good, I figured out what I'm good at, which is sort of arrangement piece. I'm not necessarily a great writer. I'm okay with
Mhm.
production. I'm not. good at all with drumming. You know what I mean? With
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'll do it, but like I don't hear the stuff that certain other people hear. So that's why I'm like, what resource or what sort of collab or so that's actually factually the approach that I'm taking as well with it.
Yeah, and then like and I'm like, I'm not a Suno spokesperson, but I'm just
No,
saying like what
like,
is sort of done, you know what I mean? Like what is done for me, like especially, like being a single dad and working and whatever, blah blah. And it's like, there's people out here like this is what they do for a living. So like I can get in any space, I can get any instrument, I can get any musician, like blah blah blah. Like Suno's kind of put that in arm's reach
yeah,
of me as an enthusiast or
yeah,
whatever. Like it's like
yeah.
yeah, like stuck on a track or whatever, like you pop it in there and it'll 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 say, hey, you could go this way, you could go that way, or you could go this way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the more you sort of work with it, it learns, hey, Anthony likes this.
Because it's AI. Yep.
This is his taste. This is like what. So he's put X amount of beats in here, and this is the chord progressions he's kind of living in, or whatever. Blah blah blah, and this is what like da 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 da, and then so now as you're putting stuff in, it starts to sound like what they're giving you back starts to sound like you.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yep. And it's the closest thing, right? It's the closest thing to,
Yeah,
and I could see a situation where using Suno is where you take the track of what you've been given and then you extrapolate or take out the stems of the vocals. And then for me, that next level would be to now bring in a singer or send it off to a,
yeah,
for them to
yeah,
interpolate
exactly.
or or
And
or
that's my whole goal of using it that way. It's like, all right, and like I said, you know, in doing that, like now I'm writing better bass lines. I'm writing better bridges. Or even if it's a piano line, like I'm writing better stuff
other stuff. Yeah.
because like I hear what it spits back. Like the interpretation it gives me is like, oh, okay, like you wanna add this passing chord here,
Yeah.
or you want to use this, or like, or in the bridge you want to take it, all right, like let's key change on the bridge. We're not going to stay in, we're just going to just complete modulation on the bridge or whatever, and this is what you can do, and it usually spits out like two or three different
Yeah.
ways you can go with the
Yeah.
same.
Because I'm sort of cool with like just getting the song and hearing what they sound, and I don't even need to extract. I'll just take that and use that, like you said, as a reference, and then I'll have the singer, and we can just come back in and like we're going to humanize it even more or whatever we feel.
Right, yeah, like so, like yeah, like I take it out, I put it in the beat, I send it to the singer, and then they go, "Oh yeah, I like this word. I don't like this word. Blah 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 blah." Blah, right? Like so now it's on them. Like okay, they can edit
Yeah.
however they want, but like this is the melody that you probably want to use. If you want to change the phrase, like whatever, but like just like stay in this
And it's
pocket right here.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So then like, and then again, so like you got the reference track or whatever, and you kind of sit with it for a little bit. Then you go into a session. You're gonna start recording.
hmm
Like there's it could come out, especially when you get in the booth, take the vocal out, it could come out however, you know what I mean? Like however it's inspired to come out.
hmm
But you got a outline of like, hey, this is the feeling that we going for.
and it's a pretty good outline because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
AI is not really AI ain't missing on a lot of stuff. I mean, I know it's a controversy with the morality of using stuff and copyrighted and
I
people
was
just
talking to Steve though, but like I was talking to Steve though, Steve was like, "Yeah, but you gotta know what you do. Like it's not getting rid of people.
right. No, it's not.
Like, you gotta know what you're doing to tell that thing, hey, I want this. I want this, and this. And the more specific you get, the more specific it spits it back.
Right. Right. Oh, I'm
But
clear.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta know what you're doing. Like you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta have some idea of what it is that you want. And so even though you're not physically doing the creating, you're still creating. Because you have to tell, like it's not just gonna
mm-mm.
spit back like this, just like that vocal track. Like I think it took me 4 or 5 sort
Okay.
of prompts.
Okay. Yeah, because you were looking for
Yeah,
answers.
like I got an idea, but I don't have the vocal agility to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I can kind of carry a tune, but like what I put in on here, it's not gonna sound like that.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not
No,
gonna
no,
sound
I
like
know.
that.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're
So
saying.
yeah, but to kind of have the imagination and the intention for something,
Uh-huh.
then
You sound it sound like you muffled. Is your
I said to kind of have the imagination and the attention for something,
right.
and then being able to actualize
Hmm.
what it is you have in your head without physically being able to actualize it.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's like, oh, like there's some stuff in there and I was like, I didn't think that, but no, that's dope.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like I said, like they asked me, well, you think it'll help it or hurt? I was like, yeah, I mean, it could definitely hurt, but like I think
Well,
it's
well,
the
you don't
it's the same conversation people was having about DAWs. It was like,
DAWs when it comes to CAD drawing, AutoCAD, that's like CAD is
yeah,
computer CAD is computer assistant or computer aided
hey,
drafting.
yeah,
It's the same. It's all algorithms, bro. It's all algorithms in the effects that we use. The waves effects, those are algorithms.
yeah.
So people are like, yeah, and a fuss about it. I mean, I don't know. That's a conversation for another time, but definitely want to be on the right side of history because I know at least if you're gonna fight it, at least have the knowledge of how to work it because you just don't want to be left out of that conversation going forward in the future.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like you gotta know how to prompt that thing. You
Hmm.
gotta know what you want in the first place
Yeah.
and prompt that thing properly. So that means you have to have some sort of working knowledge of what music is or what genres are, or what singers do. Like you have to have some sort of, because if you just type in anything, you'll get anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more. It sounds like you're saying it's more producer driven, like it's catered to
Yeah. Yeah.
produce.
Yeah. So like you're saying, like what does Rick Rubin do?
I mean,
He don't play guitar. Like he don't
what does he
he,
do?
you know
Is he
he's
drums
a producer.
or is just produce?
He's a
Okay, I know it's a
producer.
producer, but I don't know if his instrument of
I think his instrument might be. I don't even know, dude.
bass.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't even know either.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I'm not. But he knows feelings, and he knows how to get certain feelings out of
Absolutely.
certain people
Yeah.
and certain instruments and certain pieces of gear.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So in essence, that's what Suno is. It's another piece of gear.
Right, right. Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, man, that's man. Well, like you said, this isn't sponsored by Suno, but clearly this is ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Suno commercial. But it's obviously relevant to what we're sort of talking about. So yeah, I mean that's what it looks like for me on my end, man. And I don't know what I mean I'm not sure like your schedule or whatnot. I'm not trying to like heavily tax, what you got going on. I just figured I'd reach out to sort of make the
I
reconnection,
appreciate it, bro.
make the
I
reconnection.
appreciate it. Like I said, I haven't been doing a whole lot of stuff, but like here recently, it's kind of like
It
sort
makes
of falling in my lap.
it makes
You
more
know what I mean?
sense.
Like it's like
Makes more sense.
yeah, 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 and it's like so like I went had like some shedding sessions on this Suno, and then it got shelved for a while, and then it's like let me get back over here, and like it's been kind of that
Yeah.
off and on,
But
especially since I've been up here. It's like
yeah.
it's just been kind of that, and it's
But
like
yeah, but it's cumulative because every time you come back, you bringing on the history of what you learned, like, and you get
yeah, exactly,
sharper and sharper each time.
yeah,
You know, it's not like the first time you plugged it in, it was like, oh, what's this? And like,
yeah. Oh, it was all over the place. Like the first time, it was all over the place. Like now, like I kind of got it. I got it doing what I wanted to
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I know the next few weeks and months, man, I may just reach out to you, send you some stuff, maybe
Okay,
without drums or whatever. Just get your take on.
okay.
Like I
Yeah.
said, like I know we got lives and stuff, so I'm not. It's not one of those things where I'm like, trying to take up
No,
too.
I mean, ain't nobody out here making a living at doing this, so it's like, but
Right.
it's something. I think it's something that deserves attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Right. And I still
you know,
believe, man. I still believe because, like you said, you're not even going to make money off of being something other than yourself anyway. Because first of all,
right?
if you won't do it for free, you're definitely not going to do it.
You're not going to get paid for it. No.
Yeah, you are eliminated out the gate if you're not trying to do this for free anyway. And then, like you said, it's like nobody's doing it for free, but I want to do it. Yeah, I just want to do it the right way. And who knows? I mean, we can send stuff back and forth because I'm sort of just open. Like I'm not really. I do recognize like it takes more than just one person, and I think when you're young or younger in the game, you're like, oh yeah, I can do all this by myself, and like once you've sort of proven that to yourself or disproven that, or you've done something all by yourself, and you're like, man, you're like next time around,
Yeah, you just understand. Yeah, there's a perspective gain, and you understand. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like it's just something different. It's like
yeah. Let me take my ego out of it, right? Like I always,
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like it's Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Like Michael Jordan was averaging 30 and 10 when Scottie Pippen wasn't there, but like, oh, okay. Like yeah,
right,
now
right,
now
right, right,
Pippen's there. Oh yeah,
right,
yeah, all
right,
right, yeah,
right,
no,
right,
no.
right. Like,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, you need like that's what you need. I mean, it's like I mean, not to be super spiritual or anything, but it's biblical. Like you need nobody's an island on themselves. And so you need that.
Yeah.
I always look at it like, when I go and take trips, like with the family or whatever, it's always better to enjoy it with other people because you got that timestamps. You got that timestamp of, you know, when I created this sound or when you made that beat, and it's like when it came together, it's like it's a certain appreciation to that I really think
Yeah.
is not that it's missing, but we're getting further and further away from like real human organic creativity.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a culture of isolation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had COVID, and then you know what I mean, and it's like then you come out of COVID, now everybody's splitting up and breaking up, and like it's a culture of isolation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, man. I love to continue these conversation, man. So I don't know what's Lord like normally best for you, like the week, like during the week. What's
During the week,
or weekend?
probably evenings, weekends. I'm usually free most weekends. Like unless I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go do something, whatever.
Yeah.
But like evenings, like my evenings are pretty. Like work is not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not like I'm not working 12s and 13s and stuff like that anymore.
Okay, I'm glad, brother. I'm so glad.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm not doing that.
I didn't
Like
know
you know what I
you
mean? Like
were. I didn't know you were, bro.
well, when I was in Georgia, like I was running my own thing, so it was like if there was
Uh,
something to be done, like you just did it. Like you know what I mean? It wasn't like
I got you. I got
yeah.
I got you.
So like even if I got off work at 3:30, like I was still kind of working because it's all on me.
When you got that business, brother. And
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Like now, like I'm working for somebody else,
right.
and they're like, "Hey, get there at 7, get home by 3:30." Like when you get off at 3:30, like you're off.
You're all, yeah. That's great. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's yeah, I'm the same way. Like I work from home now, so I got much more flexibility. I'm just trying to capitalize off of that, whatever that looks like, and to do it right. But yeah, man, I definitely was feeling that track. I was like, man, that's crazy. And then I can see the end result of what you can get from a track like that, the inspiration that comes from that, the
yeah,
vocalist like land, and then stripping it down because I'm all about a strip down and let me just redo the track altogether. Depending on what I gave, from the
yeah. No, like I haven't redone a track altogether yet, but like what I usually like something like I don't know if it's like one of the tracks like it threw a horn line in there.
oh for real, oh
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay,
dude,
okay. Like okay, all right, yeah, okay. So let me go in contact or let me go in here and let me.
yeah,
It inspires. It's like it gives you options. It inspires you, and it can take you to where the thing is take off. Like so, like where some of the beats I put in, like they're real, like just sort of like bare bones. You know what I mean? It's like it's technically it's a hip hop track. Like it's
no, no,
like
no,
a
I got
sample base.
yeah,
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 like a sample bass type or loop bass type hip hop track.
okay,
And then let me see. Let me type in R&B, contemporary R&B, soulful, blah blah blah, this that and the third or whatever, and see what I get.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
then you take the vocal off, put that on top of that, and then now I hear a bass line.
Now
I'm
you hit the base,
hearing
yeah,
yeah, I'm hearing the lead. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that. Like okay, there's a change here. Let's add this chord here. Let's do this. Da 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 da. Da. Like and
right.
it's a sample still, but like now it's like I'm probably closer to it being an
Yeah, yeah,
original tune because like there's not much of the sample left because I got inspired by the lyrics and the melody to do this with it.
that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the core of what you put in there is still there.
Got you, got you. Yeah, yeah. The core. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you laying down the drums, it came from somewhere, but it's also nothing that is new under the sun, right? Like you being inspired to create something, but it comes from all of what you heard, like you said earlier, through like listening to Earth, Wind and
Right.
Fire, all these different bands and
Right.
groups,
Exactly. Yeah.
and it's just putting context to the creativity. It's adding context.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't play like that. So like I'm not a theory person, whatever. So a lot of my stuff is ear and like more often than not, I need something to inspire me to go there with it because if I just got drum track and a sample, like I just keep hearing
That.
the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, definitely appreciate your time. Like I said, I'll be reaching out. I mean, if you got, feel like you got anything or like drums or whatever, I mean, I'm sort of open either way. I just continue to keep the conversation open. And I know you got, like you said, you got night times, evening times is better. So definitely,
Okay. Yeah.
definitely looking
No
forward
doubt.
to seeing what can come from this.
All
So
right, brother. Good talking to you, man. Good to see you again.
yeah, likewise, man. Always, man. Appreciate your time though.
All right, no problem.
All right, man. Take it easy.